Everyone, is Alex from Radd, and we're here today. We're back with Shanab. What we're going to do is we're going to go through, we've got some questions from the community, and we've got a few topics to discuss, run through. More of a chilled, kind of relaxed one. That's why we moved over to the sofa.
It's comfy, no?
The casting couch. And yeah, we're going to go through that. So keep watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, we're back. As I was saying, we are joined by Shanab, the CEO of Figurama. We're in Kuwait City at the headquarters of Figurama, and it's an honor to be here. We are doing a chilled, kind of relaxed interview. We've done the more business side interviews earlier on, and this is now more where the community have got a few questions. We're going to ask a few questions about the industry, Shanab's view on the industry, and his insight. So yeah, should we get straight into this?
Absolutely. I am happy to see the amount of questions, actually. We are always ready to answer our collectors' questions.
Well, it took me a long time to learn this, but
Yeah.
it's about working smart and not working hard. And I just decided, look, you've got so many people in your community. I'm just going to put the questions forward for them to think of.
Smart.
And that's the easier way. So I can actually get my rest.
And they have done a great job. You should give them the credit then.
They've done a fantastic job. I just want to say that Tyler and Sarah, chill out. You know, it's for Shanab to answer these questions this time. I know it's your job and you want to be seen to be doing your job, but, you know, you could take a back seat on this one here. You know? So what we'll do is, do you want to go straight into the questions, or do you want to go into the kind of industry stuff?
No, basically, I just want to thank Figuramians in the hub. They are our community, and I would say that they are our backbone.
Of course.
They are the source of inspiration that we get inspired from them on what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And we would love this kind of energy to keep going in the hub. And I can see from the questions that they are very passionate, as they used to be. So anything that they need, we are here to answer them today.
One of the things I did notice very quickly is that you have a very sort of diverse mix of people in your community. I mean, even in Radd, we have a lot of people from the UK, a lot of people from America, and then like a scattering of kind of other people around.
Absolutely.
In the kind of Figurama side, it was every person I clicked on was from somewhere else.
Absolutely.
That's great to see.
It's like very global mindset. It's global collectors, and we are really proud of them.
Oh, for sure. So let's go straight into here. I hope these were printed in order. And some have been crossed out by your staff. They're trying to do my job for me here. So they said... So your staff was saying don't talk about shipping updates. Yeah. But we're going to talk about shipping updates because they've told me not to. Okay. So what's the latest? I can see that Tyler's put here that there is a link. You can go to the announcements and then you go there.
I can elaborate on the shipping updates. We are very transparent with our collectors. We always provide, by the end of every month, the production update and the shipping update. In this quarter, we are going to ship Kenshin, Dororo, and hopefully Maiden Abbeys as well. I have to say that our production, it have went a long way since COVID. And as you can see now, the trend in Figurama Collectors, the latest pieces are being shipped much quicker. Yeah. Why? Because we are producing them in our own factory. And the time frame is pretty low. We cannot commit now to a time limit, but our aim is to be no longer than 6 months from the day of the pre-order.
And in terms of, if you're not aware of anyone else from, I have a history of kind of statue companies, and some statue companies can take up to 3 years for a statue, on the worst case scenario side, and 2 years is not unheard of. So 6 months is really quick.
Yeah, that's our target, and we are doing our best with our own factory to achieve this target. Alex, I just want to mention a point about shipping. We give an installment plan up to 10 months, in some cases 12 months. So once we achieve the target of 6 months, we need to see how we can arrange it, by being flexible in the payment, in the same time that we won't keep the stock for a long time in the warehouse, because that's also a challenge.
Expensive.
So like you see, it's a balance that we are working on to find a solution, how to balance between quick shipping plus the installment payment that it will ease for our collectors.
Because that's one of the issues with kind of COVID.
Yeah.
I know COVID gets the credit for a lot of things that go wrong lately, but there's a lot of companies where people have had a batch of pre-orders and all of a sudden, the factories have kind of boosted production, and it's like, here's all your pre-orders at once. And obviously as a collector, and also the current environment at the moment, there's a lot of money to drop
absolutely
all at once.
for the shipping, and no, we are very mindful about this point, and we are not doing that. We are releasing like 2 by 2, I would say, max, and hopefully from this year we will have the quicker shipping turnaround.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't say who that was by. That was from Kevin He. So I'm going to try and give credit to the people when asked the question. So next one is Timo San. And also, I apologize if I do butcher your name. I am known.
I just want to say something about Timo. I would like to thank him. He have visited us in Tokyo headquarter a couple of weeks ago with his wife.
Oh, wow.
It was an honor to meet them, and they are an avid collectors, very passionate collectors. Yes.
I haven't even been to the Tokyo office, I just want to say.
Hopefully very soon.
Yeah. What kind of statue will be, will the Evangelion diorama? I remember something being mentioned about this being pretty unique. Can we have a little more details, please? Smiley face.
About which diorama specifically?
Evangelion.
So basically, Evangelion diorama. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share much about it, but it's definitely something completely different from what's out there in the market. Completely different. It's a compact piece, lots of details and Easter eggs.
Nice. Next one is that's not going to be his real name. Anime Leonardi. Please ask him if he's planning more Hunter x Hunter dioramas. If so, when?
Hunter x Hunter is one of our most successful statues. We are definitely considering a second one. However, you have seen the market. There have been a few pieces out there, but we keep such a request because thanks to their trust in Figurama design and the quality, hopefully we are going to plan something out. It's difficult to predict when, because it's the licensors' negotiations, but we are considering something. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's one of the things. Again, he's got another question. I'll get back to it, but I like to ask my own things as well. With the licenses, not just anime, comics, anything like that, there's this thing where you could ask them 1 week and they could say blanket no. But if you were to ask them at the right time, right moment, where they're doing the right drive and it's an anniversary coming up or a 1,000 episode or something happening, they will then go, yeah, 100%, but it needs to be ready by
absolutely.
This date. You need to have your announcement.
Absolutely right.
And it's all about timing.
Yeah,
the timing is
absolutely.
important.
It's all about timing.
And if you miss that timing, sometimes they'll be like, sorry, buddy, too late, you missed it.
And we are good in in finding the right time.
Yeah, of course.
And to confirm your point, Vampire Hunter D, I've been asking for the wrong, maybe in the wrong time for 5 years. And then in the 5th year, okay, go ahead.
That must be the 30th anniversary or 35th anniversary or something?
Actually, you're right. It wasn't an anniversary. However, it wasn't regarded as an anniversary piece. Yeah. Because, there's the anime, there is the manga, and there's the novel.
Yeah.
So there's different authors, I would say. So, it was difficult to obtain the anniversary.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And then his next question from Anime Leonardi is, I restructured that, but anything about the Berserk license?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. I mean, that's another really dark
it's dark and flooding the market.
I remember it again because it was all over the place. And I was working nights, and it was only 25 episodes or whatever, 23 or 25 episodes. I'm like, I can watch that while I'm working nights. I put it on, and up until I think episode 19 or 20 or so, I'm like, okay, this is pretty standard. It's pretty, it's good. It's about like, the family and the way that the team is building and their development into this position. And okay, it's good, and the character building is great, but I wonder what all the hype is about. And then it takes a really dark turn.
Absolutely.
Dark turn. Like,
You should watch.
Ah.
You should watch Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer. I literally have.
It's
I have.
as dark, maybe.
I have Crunchyroll. You have that now, so I have like loads of things to watch.
Yeah.
Claymore is on my radar now because of, and it's no, don't BS. It's from seeing the statue, and also because there's only 25 episodes.
Yeah.
From seeing the statue, I'm just like, I need to know more about it.
If you have the time, Alex, I suggest you, and I'm sure like most of our collectors will suggest you to read the manga.
Okay.
Of Claymore. It's amazing. It's complete.
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh, that's the thing I don't like, is the way that I have a lot of free time, but then when I assess it, I don't, and I don't have the time to watch 100 episodes.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
For me, and also the problem I have is as soon as I press play, I have to keep watching. I have to know what's next.
Yeah.
I have to keep watching it. So I'm in trouble. It's the same with gaming.
It does a trap.
If as soon as I put on a game, I have to complete.
Yeah, it does a trap, man.
Yeah. And then the other thing is like Netflix with my girlfriend is we'll take half an hour to watch a movie because she won't want to watch anything I want to watch.
Yeah.
We'll put on the thing that she wants to watch. I'll cave in. I'll go, okay, we'll watch that. She'll fall asleep in 10 minutes, and I have to watch the whole 2-hour movie because I can't turn it off.
Oh my God.
Next one up is anything regarding. So this is Carl Maxino. Anything regarding Overlord or solo leveling license?
Not yet. Solo leveling, it's something that is under our radar actually, and it's something that we might consider. However, like not Overlord for now.
Okay. Okay. So this is Tobias. I'm sorry, buddy, I'm not even going to attempt your surname. When is the Dragon Ball Super diorama coming?
Well, basically, now it's currently being put on hold.
Okay.
Yeah. So once we have updates, we will definitely announce it.
Okay. This is by Rebecca Chapman. Are there any plans to acquire new gaming licenses in the near future? I would be especially interested in Legend of Zelda.
So I think Rebecca, she's a Nintendo fan, I would say. And I would say Zelda is one of my favorite licenses, along with Akira and Ghibli.
Zelda's a great one.
It's amazing. And I'm sure if we get it, we are going to do something amazing. So hopefully, wish us a good luck in acquiring the license.
Fingers crossed
yes,
on that one.
Yes.
I'd love to see Zelda as well.
And once we get it, we will throw a poll in the hub to get their opinions on like what to produce from Zelda.
Richard's commenting on that as well, saying that would be cool. He'd be biased and say he would want a Nier Automata decent 2B and A2 would be amazing. Any chance of moving with there, like with Square Enix, or?
Not at the moment.
Okay. This is by then Sully Eskin. For Claymore, do you plan to do Abyssal, one statue, Rifu and Eiley, and of course Claire?
So, all what I can say about Claymore, that is stay tuned for a new piece.
Wow. And
a new masterpiece.
Same scale? Or
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To continue the line.
Another one from Sully is, have you got anything by Code Geass or Death Note license?
Code Geass, no. Death Note, hopefully.
Yeah. I know some of these, they may even be in the pipeline, but you're not allowed to discuss them. So
I don't know.
That's the thing as well.
I have no idea.
Then we've got Magdalena. Keimerman. Will Figurama visit Europe more often? We discussed this actually.
Absolutely, definitely. We love Europe. We have a huge fan base in Europe. We have been to France. We will go back again to France and hopefully another areas. So please, guys, you can always suggest in the hub European conventions that they're around. I was discussing with Alex about the growing fan base in the UK. It's something to really consider.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I was discussing with you that in London, like MCM has blown up over the last few years.
Yeah.
And it used to be, I think LFCC used to be the bigger con, and I think now MCM has taken over.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I also take personal attack about this one, where my comment there has got a big red line through it. So I'm going to talk to your boy later about that.
And like why that was
We've got like awesome question people, 2 more hours, and he's put like a big red line through my thing. So I'm going to take personal attack on that.
We will discuss this.
Yeah, we will. He's in trouble. So then we've got Benjamin here. Someone already asked for Fate, so I'm going to ask for another one. We'll go on to the question later about Fate then.
Yeah.
Is it possible to see Figurama get the Gantz license one day?
Well, actually, we had one experience with sci-fi statues. I would say it was a modest hype for a sci-fi, but it's something that we need to look into because I am a personal fan. I love sci-fi, but we want to make sure that it's gonna do well, you know. So we need to do more.
Did you enjoy the Netflix
research? Well, actually, I have to be honest, not that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have any kind of history with it. And for just a quick thing to watch, I found it enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Maybe that's a good thing then. If I find that enjoyable, it must mean the other anime is much better.
Super. Absolutely. Yeah.
Seb then says, I heard you had the Berserk license. Do you have any idea about when it could show up? We've already spoken about that.
Yeah, we don't even have it.
Okay, just to
that's a rumor. Yeah.
Also, I really love your Hunter x Hunter statue, and I'm waiting for the next one for years. If so, you have any news? Last question, we've already discussed that one as well. Last question: are you planning to get those licenses for One Piece, Studio Ghibli, and Death Note?
Well, I would say One Piece is oversaturated. We don't like to go for such a thing just because it's gonna sell. Ghibli is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
We will definitely have it one day. Yeah. And what was the last one?
Death Note.
Yeah, I have answered that before, and hopefully one day that we are gonna work on it. To his point about Hunter x Hunter, we would like to know from the Figuramians what they suggest the next weeks to be.
Sure.
Yeah, please.
Start polling.
Yes, let us know.
And then we go on to Jonathan Matos. Any chance of getting the JoJo Bizarre Adventure license?
We have been trying so hard to get this license, but the author is very protective, you know. But if someone gonna do it, it's gonna be Figurama.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
Yeah. Moving on to Joseph. Will there be any One Punch Man products?
We already announced One Punch Man, and it's currently in the work. Yes.
Oh, sorry, Tyler did answer that for you. Joseph, we have a One Punch Man license, so yes.
Thank you, Tyler.
Luis Hernandez, is there still going to be a third Tokyo Ghoul statue? If so, is it in development?
Yes, there is, and I believe that we have announced that there is something. It was put on hold for some time. However, it's gonna come back.
Yeah, I know we're repeating some of these, but
yes.
Then we've got Joe Jen. What have been the most difficult projects? Well, this is a good question, actually. What have been the most difficult projects, favourite projects, reasons? Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
So difficult projects first.
It's so easy to answer the most difficult, which is Helsing.
Yeah.
It's the most challenging, intricate piece we had.
I think when we were in Thailand, and when we were I started to help you with the housing assembly.
Yeah, that was not even it was the
prototype
the grey. Yes,
every single bat.
Oh my God,
was individual, and it had the body and the wings.
Yes.
So every bat was 3 pieces, and then you have 60 plus bats.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that you lost most of your hair that day. You were
like, that's why.
You started the day with your hairline here, and it ended quite far back.
Absolutely.
You were so stressed that day, and I
Yes.
think by the end of it, you literally had 20 bats left, and you just like went, fuck it, put them all in the box.
Let it be.
And you couldn't even notice that there wasn't, like, there were 20
Absolutely.
missing.
Because, like, it was a perfectionist piece, and we were in the early days. It means, like, not understanding engineering like that much.
Yeah.
And it was a great learning for us. It's a fantastic piece, and we had the 303 eyes that they are hand-painted. That was a big challenge, to be honest. And we are very proud to nail it, I would say.
Because that was also where you learnt that the scale of it. You had it in Japan, where you had it in original true quarter scale, and you realised we can't like you can sell it, you can ship it, but the production costs are going to be obscene.
Absolutely, like maybe triple the price. Minimum.
And then your favourite project?
So basically, Tokyo Ghoul Kaneki, it's one of my favorites because it was back in the early days, and it like took many points for me. I usually like a big fan of the vertical pieces. The second one, I would say Helsing. It's the most difficult and the most favorite in the same time.
I would have thought you would have said like Vampire Hunter D, just because of the journey of trying to get it, or is that because it's not out yet? Or
it's like not out yet.
Okay.
To be honest, but it's like my favorite license indeed, and the statue itself, it's a masterpiece.
Sure.
I am just waiting to see the production sample, and then I will give you my opinion.
That's a good question from Joe Jen. I do like that. Will Figurama attend any conventions in USA this year?
Absolutely. There's one in the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Back to Luis Hernandez again. So, what is your least favorite piece of the statue life cycle from concept to completion?
So it's a question about the statue life cycle.
Yeah.
I would say the license
negotiations, or
the feedback process. Sometimes it like can get very limiting to the creativity of our art team.
Yeah.
We have a very passionate team, and we have a great vision for our statues. If just these limitations are out, you will see pieces that they are even like more challenging and like more dreamy. That's the only part.
And it's going to be especially more difficult with anime, where most of the license inside actually holds with the artist.
Absolutely. The author, the artist, absolutely.
And then what is your favorite part of the cycle?
It's the shipping.
Yeah.
When I see our collectors are receiving the statues and they are very happy with them and satisfied, this is the most rewarding stage. Yes.
And which Figurama piece has undergone the most development revisions?
The ones that they're already shipped, or
just in total, like the ones where, I guess along the way where you've gone. It's got to be a Helsing, isn't it? Where you've gone like, you reviewed the scale,
it's not Helsing. No, I would say the Fist of the North Star.
Wow. Okay. You still didn't show me that yesterday.
Yes.
You said you were going to show me, and then you started.
I didn't show you. I'm going to show you.
You started talking about something else, and then the coffee turned up.
It's
God,
secret.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. No, honestly,
sneaky man.
The author is very picky. He provides good feedbacks. However, sometimes it's very challenging. So yeah.
And still with Lewis, what was the most expensive Figurama piece to make?
It's very relevant to the price.
Yeah.
If it's an expensive piece, it means it's expensive. Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Vampire D. That kind of statues. Yeah.
Okay. Are there some statues you wish you could come back and make changes or edits to?
No. Because if there is any change, I would do it during the design, during the production, but never after that, because we will never release a statue unless we are proud to put on our shelf. That's for sure.
I think there's also a stage where you need to realize that that's where to stop, because, for example, when I'm not a great editor, but when I edit stuff, you can edit it, but there's like a point where it's the optimum edit, and then once you go beyond that, you you make it worse if you keep cutting it away.
Absolutely.
So there is that moment of this is where it's at its best, and this is where obviously the license is happy.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to arrive with fans. This is where
Absolutely.
you have to like tick all those boxes
Yeah.
along the way. It
Yeah.
could look. That's the thing is it could look fantastic in production, but it's not worth it if it's going to arrive in pieces with the fans.
Absolutely.
So So there is a
Absolutely.
balance, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Abdullah Sad, is there a possibility of acquiring the one-piece license? You've already answered that one. Ecaligo, Lao. Will the Dodo Hidoro Figmis have a part 2? If so, will it come out or will it be revealed anytime soon?
Like this for Dorohedoro. Stay tuned.
You have to like stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
Over to Richard. So, details or teasers of Fate statue, please. Any information? Okay, that's another question. So, on Fate?
Fate is done. It's completed, and we are waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
Yes, it's approved. Finally.
And
Yeah.
then he talks about One Punch Man, which you've already done. They then have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it, really. So
Great.
they then, they didn't copy that out. I know they did mention a couple more licenses in there, but now I can't remember off the top of my head what they were. No, that's great. So we'll do that's done with the Q&A. So I appreciate your time in
Thank you so much, Alex. And
Also,
thanks for Figuramians that they have.
what I was about
Thank
to
you
say.
for your time.
I was about to say that.
Okay.
You totally cut me off.
We'll both say this. Okay.
We would say at the same time later. So yeah, thanks everyone for the questions. Made my job a lot easier. Apart from some of your names on there, I did totally butcher. I totally apologise about that. But yeah, thanks for the questions. Hope you enjoyed that. If you do have any more questions, if you put them in the comments below, and I'm sure Shanab will answer them when he gets a chance. Do the usual, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure you keep watching. We've got a lot of coverage coming. I'm pretty sure this is going to be after the event, but we'll see how it goes. So take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.